last iteration, ships were removed to save dev time. But now, the shipyards are wide open. Until now, this was the entire in-game Soviet Navy. It has now more than doubled in size. Gnevny class destroyer. Anshan class destroyer. During the 1970s, China strapped missiles to some Gnevny class destroyers. However, these missiles can be easily countered by anti-air guns. Project 633 class submarine. Alternate skin, the Type 33. Sverdlov class cruiser. Slava class cruiser. The P-500 anti-ship missiles were made to kill carriers. Kiev class aviation cruiser. Kiev is also armed with P-500 carrier killer missiles. Kiev's primary aircraft is the Yak-38 VTOL strike fighter. If the Yak-38 is too slow for your taste, try the more advanced Yak-141. New American ships. Essex class carrier. New feature: carrier planes automatically fold their wings when parked, and unfold when throttling up. As seen last episode, planes would teleport on the flight decks by pressing the dock button. Now, you have to pretend land by throttling down and deploying landing gear. Another new feature: carrier weight limits. Notice that the Essex can only handle 12 tons. The F-18 and especially the F-14 exceed this limit. The lightweight F-9F can be directly placed onto the flight deck. The F-18 cannot. However, the F-18 is still light enough for a one-way trip. If a carrier plane is under 150% of the weight limit, it can be loaded from land. However, you will not be able to land. Kitty Hawk class supercarrier. Kitty Hawk can handle all carrier planes in the mod pack. Spruance class destroyer.
シースパロー発射始め。サルボ
1980s modernization. Non-naval content. If you've seen recent server combat footage, you know that radar-guided surface-to-air missiles are extremely effective. Aircraft have received a new, cost-effective weapon to fight back: anti-radiation missiles. You can be way off target and still score a direct hit. However, missile operators can turn off active radar to protect themselves. When set to passive mode, anti-radiation missiles cannot lock on. Here is a more in-depth explanation of how passive versus active radar works in-game. In this scenario, all 3 tanks are set to passive radar and none of them can detect each other. Now the active radar tank can detect both passive tanks, and the passive tanks can both only detect the active tank. Hopefully this will encourage a deadly cat and mouse game between pilots and missile operators.